My dear one, listen to me, your guardian angel, whispering to your heart in this moment of trembling uncertainty. You're standing in a storm right now, aren't you? The winds howl with betrayal, and the ground beneath your feet feels like it's crumbling. That house you love, the one where your laughter danced in the air, where your quiet tears fell into the night, where your dreams took root, it's under threat. Someone you trusted, someone you never thought would wound you, slipped behind your back and signed away your peace. They forged your name, tried to steal your safe space, and now the walls you painted with hope seem to shake with the weight of their deception. But let me tell you something true, something eternal. This is not the end of your story. This is not a closing chapter but a turning page, a divine plot twist woven by the hands of the God who holds your destiny. I see the fear in your eyes, the tightness in your chest, the way your knees wobble under the weight of this chaos. It feels like everything is slipping through your fingers, like the home you built with love and prayers is being torn away. But hear me, beloved, what was done in the shadows will not stand in the light. The hand that tried to write your eviction is no match for the hand of God, who has already written your victory. Every lie they told, every secret they thought they could hide, is already laid bare before heaven's throne. They may think they've won, that they'll watch you pack your bags and walk away in silence. But they've forgotten something vital: you are not alone. You are covered, protected, and cherished by a God who never slumbers. This moment, this pain, this shaking, it's not your defeat. It's your redirection. You're not being pushed out, you're being guided forward. You're not being punished, you're being positioned for something greater. This isn't about losing a house, it's about gaining ground, stepping into a new territory that God has prepared for you. I know it doesn't feel like that right now. Pain speaks a language that drowns out hope. When you lie awake at night, hearing the echo of their betrayal, it feels like torture, not transformation. But if you pause, if you breathe, if you listen past the noise, you'll hear his whisper, I'm still here. I've always been here. They didn't just try to take your home here, they tried to dim your light, to quiet your purpose. They thought if they could shake your foundation, they could shake your faith. They thought if they could unsettle your shelter, they might make you forget who you are. But they miscalculated. The fire inside you, Sony, the one God himself kindled, cannot be snuffed out by their schemes. This storm isn't here to drown you, it's here to refine you, to fan those flames higher. While they stand back, smirking, thinking they've turned your world upside down, they're about to see you rise like never before. What they planned as your eviction is the very stage God is using for your elevation. Your house, those four walls, held your memories, your prayers, your dreams, but your true home is in the promise of God. That promise is unshakable. It's written in the same ink that painted the stars across the sky. You are not a victim of this betrayal, you are a vessel for divine reversal. What they meant to break you will become the cornerstone of your rebuilding. The pain they caused will be the very tool heaven uses to carve out a new path for you, one paved with provision, peace, and purpose. Let them watch. Let them think you're finished. Let them laugh at the idea of your collapse. But keep moving, my love, even if it's just one small step, one shaky breath at a time. The God who parted the Red Sea isn't fazed by an eviction notice. The God who fed his prophets in the wilderness won't let you go hungry in June. The hands that built an ark before the flood will craft a future for you before this storm passes. You may not see the blueprint yet, but trust me, it's being drawn. Every detail, every moment, every tear is accounted for in heaven's plan. You are not being abandoned either, you are being delivered. I know it feels like everything is falling apart, like the walls you leaned on are cracking under the pressure. But this is a holy kind of breaking, the kind that makes space for something better. Your tears may fall now, but there's a sound rising from heaven, louder than your grief. It's the sound of restoration in new keys, new doors, new peace. What they thought they stole from you is already being replaced, doubled, overflowing. Not just a place to rest your head, but a home soaked in God's presence. Not just a shelter to survive, but a space to thrive, to carry a legacy that echoes beyond your lifetime. So breathe, my dear. Breathe, even when it hurts. Breathe, even when the silence in your house feels deafening. Breathe, even when your heart feels heavy with the weight of the world. Breakthrough doesn't always look like a lightning bolt or a sudden miracle. Sometimes, it looks like staying. Sometimes, it looks like choosing faith for one more day. I promise you, June will not end in defeat. June is not your end, it's your exodus. And when you walk out of this, you won't leave in shame. You'll step forward in strength, carrying a story of triumph that no one can take away. This isn't just about a house, beloved. It's about every dream you've carried, every prayer you've whispered, every moment you poured out your heart when no one else was watching. It's about the faith you held on to when the world told you to let go. Heaven has seen it all, every tear, every sacrifice, every step you took when you didn't know how you'd make it. And now, it's your time. Your harvest isn't being delayed, it's being prepared, ripened, ready to overflow. You didn't come this far to be pushed aside. You came this far to be crowned. I know you feel numb sometimes, paralyzed by the fear of what's next. But let me tell you a secret, heaven is not panicking. The angels assigned to your life aren't wringing their hands in worry. They're standing guard over your future, stationed at the threshold of your next chapter, whispering, "Keep going, beloved. You're closer than you think. Your next address is already marked in God's book. Your next blessing is already on its way." Those cracks in your foundation? They're not proof that you're broken, they're proof that you're breaking free. This month, the walls may tremble, but they will not crush you. Lies may surface, but truth will rise higher. Those who thought they could bury you will soon see their plans unravel. When God steps into your story, He doesn't tiptoe, He moves with power. He doesn't knock, He opens the door. And when He shows up, everything shifts. Not because of your strength, not because of your timing, but because of His mercy, His love, His unshakable commitment to you. So don't give up now. Don't curse the ground that's shaking its holy ground, making room for the roots of your next blessing. You're standing where miracles grow. That house, whether you stay or leave, was never meant to hold your whole story. It was a season, not your forever. What's coming is too big, too radiant, too full of God's glory to be contained within four walls. You're not just stepping into a new address, you're stepping into a new anointing, a new calling, a new chapter that will shine brighter than anything you've lost. June will not swallow you, it will surrender to you. The darkness may linger for a moment, but it cannot stay. The loss may scream, but it cannot silence the voice of God within you. This is your moment of release, where shackles fall and gates swing wide. When you cross that threshold, you won't look back with regret, or you'll look back with awe, seeing how every step, every tear, every prayer was part of a greater plan. You are not defined by what they tried to take. You are defined by what God has declared yours. So if this message stirs something in your soul, if your heart is racing and your eyes are stinging, don't stay silent. Speak it out. Say it loud, I will not lose what God is restoring. Say it again, June will not bury me, it will bless me. Declare it, my home is heaven's concern, and I will not be forsaken. Let your voice rise like a song, let it echo like a battle cry. Let the enemy know you're still here, still standing, still believing. And if you believe, truly believe, that what was meant to harm you will be turned for your good, then let this be the moment you choose faith. Say restore in your heart, in your prayers, in your steps forward. Let it be your anthem. Your breakthrough isn't just for you, it's for everyone watching, everyone connected to your story. Your children, your loved ones, the people who need to see what faith looks like in the fire. Your victory will be their blueprint, your testimony their hope. Take a deep breath, my love. June will not crush you, it will crown you. That house, whether it stands or falls, is not your story's end. You serve a God who doesn't evict, he establishes. You serve a God who doesn't destroy, he rebuilds. You serve a God who doesn't abandon, he restores. And restoration, my dear, always begins in the rubble. Think about the moments you spent in that house. The mornings when sunlight spilled through the windows, warming your face as you whispered prayers for strength. The nights when you sat in the quiet, pouring your heart out to God, trusting Him with your fears. Those moments weren't wasted. They weren't just memory, so they were investments. Every prayer you spoke, every hope you planted, every tear you shed was seen, heard, and stored in heaven's treasury. And now, when it feels like it's all slipping away, God is saying, I haven't forgotten. I'm bringing it all back, a bigger, better, stronger. You might wonder why this had to happen, why pain had to come knocking at your door. I don't have all the answers, so some mysteries belong to God alone. But I do know this, pain is not your punishment. It's part of the process. It's the soil where miracles grow. Think of the stories you've heard, the ones that stirred your soul. The Red Sea didn't part until the Israelites were standing at its edge, with an army behind them and nowhere to go. The widow's oil didn't multiply until she was down to her last drop. Your story is no different. This moment, this edge, this last drop, it's where God does His best work. The enemy wants you to believe you're losing everything. He wants you to think this house, this place, is all you have. But your home is not just brick and mortar, it's the place where God's presence dwells. And that presence is with you, whether you're in this house or another. It's in the laughter of your children, the dreams in your heart, the faith in your spirit. No one can evict you from that. No forged signature can take it away. No betrayal can steal what God has sealed. Let's talk about the people who did this. They thought they were clever, didn't they? They thought they could move in secret, that their plans would go unnoticed. But heaven keeps records. Every word, every action, every intention is written down. They may have signed a paper with your name, but God has signed a promise with His. And His signature outweighs theirs 1,000 times over. Their plans will unravel, not because you fight them, but because God is fighting for you. You don't have to carry the weight of vengeance, let God handle that. Your job is to keep walking, to keep trusting, to keep believing that what's coming is greater than what's been lost. I know it's hard to see right now. The future feels foggy, and the present feels like a storm. But storms don't last forever. They pass. And when they do, they leave behind a world washed clean, ready for new growth. This storm is no different. It's clearing the way for something new, something you couldn't have imagined on your own. Maybe it's a new home, filled with peace you've never known. Maybe it's a new season, where your purpose shines brighter than ever. Maybe it's a new strength, forged in the fire of this trial. Whatever it is, it's coming. And it's good. You might feel like you're standing still, like the weight of this betrayal has pinned you down, holding you in a place you never wanted to be. The pain is heavy, isn't it? It's like a storm that came out of nowhere, tearing through everything you thought was safe. Your heart might feel like it's breaking, like the ground beneath you has crumbled, leaving you nowhere to stand. But listen to me, my dearie, you are not stuck. You are not defeated. You are not forgotten. Every single moment you choose to keep going, every prayer you whisper through your tears, every step you take even when your legs feel weak, you're moving. You're moving forward, toward something greater, toward a promise that God has carved out just for you. This place you're headed to? It's not just a house with walls and a roof. It's not just a place to lay your head. It's a life filled with God's goodness, overflowing with His love and grace. It's a story that will make people stop in their tracks, their eyes wide, wondering how you made it through the fire. Your life will become a testimony, a light that shines so bright it guides others who are lost in their own storms. They'll look at you and see hope. They'll see someone who faced the worst and came out stronger, not because of your own strength, but because of the one who carried you through. Right now, it might feel impossible to believe this. The hurt is raw, the questions are loud, and the future feels like a foggy path you can't see. But you don't need to have all the answers. You don't need to know how this story ends. All you need to do is take the next step. Just one. And then another. Each step is a victory. Each moment you choose faith over fear is a declaration that you will not be defeated. Speak this truth over your life: I am not broken. I am not forsaken. God is with me, and He is working. Say it when you wake up in the morning, when the weight of the day feels too heavy. Say it when you lie down at night, when the quiet makes the doubts louder. Say it when fear creeps in, trying to steal your hope. Let these words be your anchor, your battle cry, your song that carries you through. Don't be afraid to feel the pain. It's okay to cry. It's okay to scream if you need to. God isn't afraid of your emotions, He's the one who gave them to you. Your tears are not a sign that you're weak. They're a sign that you're alive, that you're fighting, that you're still here, still standing, still believing. Every tear you shed is a step toward healing. Every moment you let yourself feel the hurt is a moment you're letting God work in you. He's not scared of your mess. He's not turned away by your questions or your anger. He's right there, closer than your breath, holding you when you can't hold yourself. Your pain is not wasted. God is taking every moment of this hurt and weaving it into a beautiful tapestry of redemption. He's turning your ashes into something so stunning you can't even imagine it yet. You're not alone in this. I'm here, praying for you, standing with you, believing in you. The angels around you are not sitting still, they're moving, preparing the way, clearing the path for what's coming. And God Himself is closer than you can fathom. You might not see Him right now. You might not feel His presence. You might not understand why this is happening or how it could possibly lead to anything good. But He's there. He's working. He's guiding you, even when the way feels dark and uncertain. This moment, this June, this season of pain, oh, it's not your end. It's your beginning. It's the moment where everything shifts. The enemy's plans, the lies, the betrayal, they're being exposed. God's promises are being revealed. This is the month where you step out of the rubble of what was and into the restoration of what will be. This is the month where you trade fear for faith, loss for legacy, pain for purpose. The house you're in might shake, but you will not fall. The lies might surface, trying to pull you under, but the truth will rise, and it will set you free. The enemy might laugh, thinking he's won, but God will have the final word. And when He speaks, everything changes. Your story isn't over. It's just getting started. You're not losing a house, you're gaining a future. You're not being evicted, you're being elevated. You're not being broken, you're being made new. So breathe, my love. Take a deep breath and let the fear slip away. Believe that something beautiful is coming, something so good it will take your breath away. Your restoration is on its way, and it's going to be more than you ever dreamed. Let's walk through this together. Imagine you're standing in the middle of a storm. The wind is howling, the rain is pouring, and it feels like everything you've built is being torn apart. Maybe it's a relationship that broke your heart. Maybe it's a dream that fell apart. Maybe it's a betrayal that cut so deep you're not sure you'll ever trust again. Whatever it is, it's real, and it hurts. But in the middle of this storm, there's a voice whispering to you. It's soft, but it's steady. It's God, saying, I've got you. I'm here. This is not the end. You might feel like you're alone, like no one sees what you're going through. But I see you. I see the way you're holding on, even when it feels like there's nothing left to hold on to. I see the courage it takes to get out of bed each day, to face a world that feels so heavy. And God sees you too. He sees every tear, every prayer, every moment you've chosen to keep going when giving up would have been easier. He's not distant. He's not watching from far away. He's right here, walking with you, carrying you when you can't walk anymore. Think about the story of Joseph. He was betrayed by his own brothers, sold into slavery, thrown into prison for something he didn't do. His life looked like a series of dead ends, one loss after another. But God was working. Every step of the way, God was weaving a story of redemption. Joseph didn't see it at the time. He didn't know how his pain would lead to a purpose so big it would save nations. But he kept going. He kept trusting. And in the end, God used every moment of his suffering to create something extraordinary. Your story is no different. The pain you're feeling now is not the end. It's part of a bigger plan, a plan that God is working out even as you read these words. And here's something important: don't let the enemy steal your voice. He'll try to tell you that you're too broken, too weak, too far gone. He'll try to make you believe that this pain is all there is. But that's a lie. You are not defined by what's been done to you. You are not defined by what you've lost. You are defined by the God who loves you, who created you, who is working even now to make all things new. So speak the truth. Say it out loud: I am not defeated. I am not alone. God is for me, and He is enough. Let those words sink deep into your heart. Let them be the foundation you stand on when everything else feels shaky. It's okay to grieve what you've lost. It's okay to mourn the life you thought you'd have. But don't stay there. Don't let the grief become your home. God is building something new, something better. He's not just fixing what was broken, He's creating something entirely new. He's taking the pieces of your life, the broken dreams, the shattered hopes, and He's making them into something beautiful. You might not see it yet. You might not feel it. But it's happening. Every moment you choose to trust Him, every moment you choose to keep going, you're stepping closer to the life He has for you. Let's talk about this house for a moment. Maybe it's a real house, a place you thought was yours, a place where you felt safe. Or maybe it's a metaphor, a life, a dream, a sense of security that's been taken away. Either way, losing it feels like losing a piece of yourself. But here's the truth: a house is just a thing. A dream is just a moment. What God has for you is so much bigger than what you've lost. He's not just giving you a new house, He's giving you a new life. He's not just restoring what was taken, He's building something that can't be shaken. The enemy might have taken something from you, but he can't take what God has promised. And God's promises are unbreakable. June is not your end. It's your beginning. It's the moment where the enemy's lies are exposed, and God's truth shines through. It's the moment where you step out of the ashes and into a new season. It's the moment where you trade fear for faith, pain for purpose, loss for legacy. The house might shake, but you will not fall. The lies might try to pull you down, but the truth will lift you up. The enemy might think he's won, but God will have the final word. And when he speaks, everything changes. Your story is not over. It's just beginning. You're not losing a house, you're gaining a future. You're not being pushed out, you're being lifted up. You're not being broken, you're being made new. So hold on, my dear. Keep going. Keep believing. Your restoration is coming, and it's going to be more beautiful than you ever dreamed. You're not just surviving these, you're stepping into a life that will shine so bright it will light the way for others. You're not just making it through, you're becoming a testimony of God's faithfulness, His love, His power to make all things new.